Yo, what's up, Loogie?
Hey guys.
We're back. As of the time of recording this video, we've passed 100 subscribers. So we're recording this on the 6th, May 6th. It's going to be uploaded tomorrow, May 7th.
Woo!
Which means this is your friendly reminder that there's going to be a poll put up tomorrow asking you who your favorite Loogie personality is.
Yeah, we got a lot of different personalities, so if it's Alex, he might not be an option on the poll.
Yeah. I don't know how Alex fits on this channel. Like,
I think he fits well.
No, he fits. It's just like his sector of comedy, whole other realm.
Yeah.
It just like when we're telling jokes and stuff, he's not really
He's
in
not
that.
Yeah, no.
Like he'll just butt in every few minutes, say something stupid, and we're like, all right, Alex. You know.
But we love him.
We do love him, and
Regardless.
honestly, the solo video I uploaded a few days ago, titled "Unleashing My Luigi into Elite Smash," something like that. That was just me and Alex, and honestly, if you want to get to see Alex, that's a pretty good video. It's that video definitely characterizes Alex's personality pretty well.
Or the Mario Party.
Yeah, honestly.
Mario Party good one. So.
Yeah, Alex just maybe he's lucky. Maybe he's the Loogie luck. He's the Charlie channel. Today, me and Luke are just gonna play in some local stuff. Maybe mix on some online doubles. No really plan for today's video. Just fun little chill hangout sesh.
Yep.
Luke, guess how long that intro was?
How long was that intro?
Take a guess.
8 minutes.
Fuck you. It was a minute 30. It doesn't feel like a minute 30, does it?
No.
That felt like 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, local time.
Local time, baby. What? So you started playing Fox recently? Anyone else?
Not really.
Okay, I've been fucking with Pichu.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong's cool. I like watching
Diddy Kong's straight up hype, but I'm realizing like it's a lot of spamming aerials. It's kind of like the Roy of brawlers.
Yeah, it is.
Like if you go up against an online Diddy Kong, they're just throwing forward airs and back airs at you left and right.
But he doesn't have a lot of like good tilts to throw out.
I mean, down tilt's incredible.
Yeah. That's kind of it.
Up tilt's really good. F tilt's actually, I disagree. I would argue Diddy Kong is like incredible tilts.
Fuck. I was ready for it, bro.
Damn. Oh fucking hell.
Yeeks.
Why does Fox Nair just not have landing leg?
I don't know.
You just gracefully poked my shield, and I was sitting there, and then boom, the second I drop shield, bam, up smash right up my ass.
Yeah, it's like that.
Like, I didn't deserve that.
I like Fox as a character, though.
I do too. I mean, I'm saying this as like, that I genuinely like the Fox mashup as most characters. You know what I mean? Like, Fox is one of the only top tier cool characters.
Yeah.
You know? I would argue Steve is cool.
I think he's cool.
I think you can just do what you want. I think
if you play him lame, I think Steve's a very free-flowing character, so I think you can play him lame.
There's it's like potential for abuse, but it's on the person.
Yeah.
That. Fuck.
I'm him.
Fuck, dude. Almost got put on Twitter.
Twitter.
Speaking of which, I kind of fell into like some Twitter rabbit holes the other day.
Oh god.
Where I just
Is it porn?
It's not porn. It's not.
Okay.
It's like I'll see a random like funny meme and I'll open up the comment section and then that's it. Opening up the comment section is my death sentence on Twitter because I am immediately heading down a thread for like 30 minutes where I'm just like hearing two people argue about something completely irrelevant.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I think the Twitter comment section is like the polar opposite to the TikTok comment section.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, because like
I'm gonna need to explain that.
People sometimes argue on TikTok, but most of the time people are in agreement. Like
that's true.
Whatever the first 100 comments are, most of them will be like repeats off of that. Yeah.
You know, or skull emoji. Those types of things. Okay. Definitely the TikTok community.
But they will all be those.
Yeah, I guess that Twitter is just a lot more polarization. You know, a lot of different groups coming in sharing ideas, which I think is good. I'm glad that we have a market space for that. But it ultimately leads to a bunch of people whining. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess choose how you want to spend your time in the day, right? It's like, why would I get a real job when I can write 7 paragraphs on Twitter?
Dude, I never. Okay, so this is something. Maybe I'm just like too young to understand.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But like, I don't understand bloggers. Who reads blogs?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. If they're like, I was watching like Hell's Kitchen or something with my dad.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this important blogger is coming in.
It's like
who's reading blogs?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
okay.
What group? How many people does this influence? Because I don't imagine it being much. Oh my god, that was crazy.
You almost had my asshole. No, I feel like the definition of a celebrity is too wide now.
Yeah.
To the point where people think bloggers is anything special. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, back in the day, if you were like a news reporter or something, you know, that was like a title. That meant something.
Right.
Whereas today, when, you know, back in the day to get news, there was no internet, right?
Right.
You would have to go in. Let's say you're doing an investigation on, like, New York crime, right? Or anything. You have to go into those crime-ridden areas and do research. You have to conduct interviews. You have to do all this on your own, right?
Right.
But nowadays, you can just write an article.
Yeah.
And it's the same title, you know, news reporter, whatever.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's lost a lot of its prowess. And then I think when you let the barrier of entry when it's so open, it's so easy to access.
Right.
You know, you kind of end up with like this shit news.
Yeah.
Where a lot of it's just kind of bullshit, you know?
Right.
And I think that's just the product of the internet. But
oh wow, I did not expect you to make that back.
dude,
I think
DK's Barrel's got that.
Most like reporters now have tried to like appeal to the internet, which I think is an awful thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that if you're a news anchor, you should be like giving me news.
It's so much less about the pursuit of truth and so much more about like my opinion.
Right.
Which I don't give a piss about. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, like I don't. A lot of like, I guess, I'm expecting my news channels to be more newsy and less trendy, and I'm expecting the blogs to be more trendy and less newsy.
Yeah.
But when it's like reversed.
Yeah, and I guess there's no like clear lines on the definition between like, well, what's news, what's a blog?
Right.
You know.
It's just like, it happens to be things.
I forget. Maybe it was Joe Rogan talking about it, so you know it's true. Okay. It's like the combination of entertainment and media.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, when you combine these two, you know, now you have an incentive not just to provide an accurate representation of the truth, but now you got to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
And so then how do you make it entertaining?
Right. You have to stretch it.
Well, now you got to curve to your audience.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's just you go down that rabbit hole until you end up making news for your audience, which ultimately leads to you straying further away from the truth.
But I think people that, especially Joe Rogan, I think they understand that it is not. Oh, well, there are some Joe Rogan meat riders.
On God.
But I think generally people understand who to trust and who not to trust.
Yeah.
It's when the big ones do it that's not good.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely weird when I hear people say, like, I believe in trusted news companies.
Yeah.
Which is just... First off, I understand that take. And I definitely trust news companies more so than individual personas.
Yeah.
But I think that by giving these companies so much power, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're almost taking away the emphasis from what the actual news and truth is, and more so for the company. Like, for example, if you hop on Fox News, I guarantee you will see them reporting on, like, some transgender bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, oh, this trans thing happened the other day, boo-hoo. You go to CNN, you'll see them talking about school shootings, okay? Yeah. These are both guaranteed. They may be factual, true news stories, but the news that they're picking to show caters towards that audience.
Yeah.
CNN is not going to show news regarding, like, transgender drag shows or whatever.
Right.
And vice versa with school shootings at Fox. So it's like, yes, it is news. Yes, it may or not be. Yes, it may be true, but you got to realize, like, they're kind of catering and choosing what to pick and show you, which I personally feel is why we're so divided.
Yeah.
You know. Speaking of Fox,
yeah,
how the fuck they fire Tucker?
I
am so upset.
How am I supposed to get my unbiased?
How am I supposed to get my unbiased? Fuck this character. How am I supposed to get my unbiased news?
Yeah. I need my direct facts.
Big Daddy Tucker's gone.
I think Tucker became too authoritarian and like, you know the meme of the authoritarian Tucker when he stops talking about race. He's like, the real issue is class.
Dude, I kind of feel like Tucker's heading down his base arc. You know.
I think he's going to be. I would not expect.
Maybe he's not there yet. Maybe okay, hold on. What if Tucker becomes like an alt communist, and then him getting fired from Fox was just the start of this transition?
That would be an arc. I got the bubble.
Dude, if I was like in charge of a major news corporation, I would solely put out correct news until one day when I put out the most bullshit story, but I'd have so much reputation people would believe me.
I'm so glad nobody has ever done that. I'm so glad no news source has ever thought of that.
like I want to be in charge of CNN and then one day put out some bullshit headline like, Trump announces transgenderism.
Yeah.
Trump is not... Like, I want to do that. That'd be so fucking fun.
Spreading fake news.
Well, when you say it like that, it's not the same.
No.
Spreading news that may or may not be true.
Yeah.
I think would be a more apt description, Your Honor. But
I think I gave a very apt description.
Fake Made up.
I don't know if it's
Let's
fake.
go with made up.
It's pretend.
Dude, it's like when you look at the lawyers for fucking Tucker. They were like, guys, no one takes him seriously.
Yeah.
This isn't real news. Come on, it's pretend. I like how that was their actual plea.
That was the argument.
Your Honor, this isn't news.
It's pretend news.
Didn't they get hit with like the biggest settlement of all time?
Yeah.
That's wild. It's crazy that that's not being reported as much. I feel like that should be way bigger news than it actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a settlement like that.
I was
biggest one of its kind.
Right.
And it's also very relevant. And I just feel like, well, I guess we're not going to talk about that. Why? Yeah.
Speaking of Fox, I don't know why I lost that matchup. Fox definitely wins that matchup.
Real. Incineroar's got my down B counter, and it's, like, really good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know this, but, like, your projectiles, it works on this.
That's true.
So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Maybe think a little bit. I'm sorry, that was just rude.
Oh, we have to play.
Oh shit.
There's a game that
onion.
It's called Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Sorry, this is a bit of a change of scene. I guess we were talking about like fake news but there was a game that me and Nick played while Ryan was away in Afghanistan, and we played it, and it's like a 3-hour game, and it would be great to play for the channel because it was a perfect game. It was almost a perfect game.
I'm so down to run it.
And I think the community would really enjoy it.
Dude, the fucking issue is like, okay, we on Loogie are stuck playing Smash.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's a fucking dying game. We almost made trending, dude. Yeah. That's how fucking, like, Loogie, small-ass channel, almost made Smash Bros. Trending. Right. How? We fucking, like, come on.
We don't talk
Smash Bros. Trending is like 3K views and above. Smash is so dead. At least Ultimate. I mean, Melee and 4 and Brawl are not a fucking thing. Same with 64. Right. So, but the thing is like, I want Loogie to more or less be about the commentators and not about the gameplay, which it is. Yeah. Okay, like, I guarantee most of the people watching this, most of the people subscribed, are here for us and the commentary, not the gameplay. Yeah. So, with that said, I'm trying to find more platforms to put our commentary on. Right. Like, we've uploaded a Mario Party video, which did pretty well, so we're going to do more Mario Party. But I want to hear from, like, the fans, because I don't know what type of games you guys want, you know? Like, like, literally anything. You may think it's retarded. Sorry.
We'll try it. Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean,
that's bad. We're done. Sorry, guys. Channel's over.
Low chrome. You may think it's low chrome. Okay.
Low chrome. You may think it is low chrome.
You may think it's low chrome. Okay, you may think suggesting Rainbow Six Siege is stupid. And it is. But still comment it, because I need an idea. Yeah, we'll play it. Right. I guarantee if you... Alright. For the first 24 hours that this video's up, whatever game you comment, if I can either pirate it off the internet or I already own it, we will play it on the channel. Yeah. You got my word on that.
That's every game, actually.
Well, shit. There you go. You have 24 hours from
24 hours.
Because I'm uploading this tomorrow. So you have 24 hours. Get commenting.
Plus, you can vote in the poll, too.
That is true. And if you're like, I don't want to... Alright, whatever. Yeah. Go on with your day. I feel like that's real... I just want this community to be more tight-knit, you know? Yeah. Like, there's like 7 of you guys that I'm like pretty close with. Not close, but... I understand a lot of you because you comment on every video or you email us pretty often.
Speaking of which, our email is still open. Please do not send us our dick pics. Your dick pics. If you send us our dick pics, we'll give you money.
We've gotten like maybe 7 or 8 emails so far from 3 different people. Nightmare cool. Fox Cow is lighting up our email, and I fucking love it. Okay.
He's a real one.
He is a real one. Real lugger.
She's a real lugger.
He's a real lugger. I mean, he said it, dude. He said he was a lugger.
Do you like that little foxtrot?
I thought it was cute.
Yeah. I started doing that.
Fuck. Oh, bah. Anyway, commentary kind of died there.
My bad.
Dude, I feel like my brain has maybe 15 minutes to talk, and then it just devolves into beep, bop, boop.
Yeah. we really try to make great commentary, but we ourselves are a little low chrome.
Honestly. Fuck.
No tech?
Dude, the shield button's far away from where I was holding the controller. It was like, I gotta go from A. Okay, hold on, let me show you. I have to go from A, over X, over the R, to get to the tech button. Like, I'm not making that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big stretch.
Yeah. Alfred, quit being such a tech fan. Bro.
Who's Alfred?
Honestly.
Please never tell Alfred about this channel. We don't want him to know.
We've ripped so much content. We quite literally stole his video.
Borrowed.
I finessed so many thumbnails from Alfred. I looked over. Out of our recent 10 uploads, 6 of them were Alfred thumbnails.
That's not true.
No,
they were Loogie thumbnails.
You're right. They were Loogie thumbnails.
I think if I wonder if Alfred would be mad if he found this channel. I'd like to imagine that he'd be like, oh, that's funny. But I have a feeling that he's, like, would get mad.
I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't think a YouTube moderator has gone through our channel yet.
No.
When that day comes,
we might
are so fucked.
Yeah.
We gotta start, like, I might have to start editing videos. I might have to start curbing what we say.
Yeah.
Because it's like, so far we haven't really had any videos be demonetized by, like, the YouTube people.
Right.
And that's because, like, I think I had one thing tagged one time, but it was by, like, you know, their computer program.
Yeah.
Once a human watches our videos and they see some of the fuck... I was looking back on the shit, dude. The shit we talked about in that one temple video.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty bad.
Like, on God, that was wild.
I'm proud of it, though.
Fire content. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That's fire content.
I'm playing White Dong when Nick's not because I enjoy the color more.
Really?
It reminds me of the Donkey Kong Country assisting Kong. You know what I mean?
I just like gold DK because it's like my pubes.
That's true. It's blue.
No?
Well, I think you meant like the tie. Because mine are red.
You have red pubes?
But that's from all the blood whenever I come.
Okay.
Has that happened to you yet? Because, like, that's a scary experience.
From, like, coming?
Yeah. No?
No. It hasn't happened. Yeah, it has happened. Okay, you know, we get over that.
You know, it's a little scary, but then it's like, oh, you know.
You get over it, dude. Okay, it's like...
I'd imagine it's like the wonder weapon of cum, right? It's like getting the ray gun out of the box.
Damn. All right, bar. Okay.
Oh, look at these. Have you seen, like, all the Pokemon fusions? I'm actually a big fan of them.
Oh, like the one website that fuses Pokemon?
Yeah. They're actually really cool.
No, I fuck with the designs. I think it's a sick-ass, like, idea and website.
I think it's a game.
Really?
I think it's like a fan-made game.
Dude, I'm trying to fuse Lopunny with my girlfriend.
Me too. I'm trying to fuse.
I did not mean that. I take that back immediately.
Sorry, girlfriend.
Disclaim in game.
We should just start saying that, bro. It works for Dante's.
Yeah. Does it? Is Dante's channel still up?
I think so.
Oh, we're good then.
I see so many clips of Dante's. Hey, watch my clips. Watch my clips.
The thing is, we don't have clips. That's the issue.
Yeah.
It's like, we're such long-form content that, like, I've taken cool little short clips that we have, and I upload them, but they don't do well.
Yeah.
Because it's not... Okay, if you're a Loogie Plus fan, you genuinely like long-form content. You're not watching this because we, you know, quickly edit the videos.
Right.
You know? It's not exactly that type of content. So then with, like, TikTok or YouTube... Alright.
This is a great...
Great game. Alright.
Okay. But yeah, most people that watch this typically like longer-form content. They have to. There's no way to not do long-form content.
It's just
with
our
our
shit.
side. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Well, awkward silence. Well, sorry, guys. We really try to stop. We are trying to eliminate our like big pauses in talking, and that's kind of the issue.
We are improving.
Yeah.
Like we've genuinely gotten better at making content. I don't know if you like go back and watch our old videos.
Probably.
But I've gone back and I've like played a minute of an old video and then a minute of a new one. We've improved so much.
Yeah.
Like visual quality, audio quality, what we're saying, the frequency of like like discussion, basically.
Maybe we would do better if we did like instead of like one continuous stream, we would just like take 1 3-hour session and that was almost sick.
Yeah.
1 3-hour session and take like the longest or like just the funniest clips and make it like a 15-minute video. But that's also not our style.
That was what I was doing at the start of this. But I don't know. I mean, at that point, we're just a podcast. Yeah. Like, that is just a podcast. And we're kind of in this, like, in-between, not podcast, not typical YouTuber shit right now. Yeah. Which I fuck with.
I like this limbo.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, can I change the subject real quick?
Of course.
I've been listening. Vinny gave me a suggestion. One of my friends, his name's Vinny. He gave me a suggestion of, like, new rappers to listen to. Because I've been looking for some, right? Yeah. And I also used, ChatGPT, just because I thought it would be like a fun idea to see like what artist it would give me. Right. Damn. Yo. And I'm a big Kendrick fan. I'm a big Tyler fan. Yeah. Right. Me too. And I started listening to Denzel Curry. Really? I listened to a Denzel Curry song in Nick's car the other day. It went hard. His one album, what's it called? Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Ooh. It's actually there's not like a bad song on there. I can, and like you know me. For those of you who don't know me,
yeah, you're fairly critical of music, genuinely, as well.
Especially rap music. I like rap music, but I only like certain types, right? I have not found there's like maybe one song that's like okay, just because it's repetitive, but he's very, very, very lyrical.
How many songs are on the album?
12.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a listen.
Yeah, it's if you guys have not checked out Denzel Curry, you should. He's like up and coming. I think he has like 2 albums out. There's another one. That one's his newest one. There's one called Taboo. Or
honestly, if you have any of the Loogie Plus fans have general music recommendations, like classical, rap, like anything across all genres, drop it in the comment section. I'll give it a listen.
Me specifically, I'm like a very music guy. I play like a bunch of different instruments, and I'm very not critical of music, but I appreciate it.
His last name is Music.
Yeah,
call him Luke Music.
Luke Music.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm very. We'll listen to everything.
Yeah, very involved. I mean, we like classical. What is that one radio station? That every Sunday at that one time they just play class.
Saturday nights.
Saturday, sorry.
And they play jazz music at that time.
Yeah, it goes hard. But speaking of which, I've started listening to just straight jazz.
Yeah, jazz is my favorite style of music.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but like just some Japanese Tatsuro Yamashita.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know who that is.
Yeah,
he's like really smart. Have you seen any of the interviews with him?
No.
Obviously, he wasn't like around, but like the things that he said.
Bodied, helpless ratio.
He was like an actual genius when it came to music.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love the theory. Like, I watched a maybe like a 40-minute long video essay on the theory behind like basic music patterns.
Yeah.
So interesting. So cool.
I'm taking a class like that in school. Like
that's so sick, man.
I love music, bro.
I don't know. Music has evolved for me over like the past 5 years per se, where it went from just like listening to a song that was catchy, stuck in my head, to exploring different genres, and then like looking at like the underlying different,
like different motifs.
And it's just it's so complex, and it's like how deep does the rabbit hole go with music? Because the further you look into it, I guarantee you'll find something.
Yeah, and like if you look at like especially like the influences from different styles of music. Like one of my favorite comparisons, especially because I love jazz music and I like video games, so I like Japanese music.
Yeah.
Most like Japanese city pop, and I'm sure you can think of 4 because I can think of 4. It's heavily influenced. Like the old Japanese music is very heavily influenced by American jazz music, and especially of like the 1950s, the later stuff. It's extremely influenced, and it's awesome to see because like people like Charlie Parker, who's like probably the best saxophone player ever. Like you could hear.
I'm right here.
Okay, you could hear like his licks in like Miki Matsubara and other.
Really?
Yeah, and all of especially like the chord progressions and the instrumentation. Yeah. It's all based on American jazz music.
Yeah, that's awesome. I especially find it interesting when like rap songs especially take an old classical sample.
Yeah.
And then just make an insane beat out of it.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you guys know the song Bound, but
yeah.
Tyler remixed that in A Boy Is a Gun. Mm-hmm. Kanye did in Bound too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one other. Basically, that song has been reworked into like 4 different strains of rap music, and it's so cool to see an underlying beat just be transformed and like changed to how an artist would like it to be. You know? Like, I listened to Tyler's interpretation of that original sample, and I'm like, oh, this is Tyler.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I listen to Kanye's, I'm like, oh, this is Kanye. It's almost like a musical signature in the way that they make art. And I feel like that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, music is basically like a producer tag of your emotions. Yeah. And you can change any sort of, like, song into what you're feeling. It's honestly one of the best ways to express yourself. I
think music as, like, an expressive tool is highly underrated.
Yeah.
Like, I think the issue is most people just... I mean, I guess we're pretty young, so it hasn't affected us yet. But most people, graduate high school and that's it. Like, music's just... I mean, that's probably what it's going to be for me, at least making music. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to leave the music appreciation realm. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't get to that point where they kind of experience a lot of what music has to offer. And they just kind of, put on the radio and listen to some surface level stuff.
Honestly, I kind of get, like, not offended, but I judge somebody heavily. And if they're like, I don't really listen to music. Because... me personally, it's affecting me so much. Damn.
Sorry.
But it's just, like, it's honestly the best form of expression because you could fit poetry into it. You can fit You could fit different emotions. It's probably the most emotionally convicting form of like media.
I disagree. I think that like motion pictures.
But imagine like a very sad movie without music, or imagine like Star Wars. Like there's a very
but now
awesome
we're like,
video
but
with like
I feel like music compositional pieces are just inherently a part of movies.
I think you could think of that as the other way too, because
Yeah.
there's a video out there called Star Wars without Williams, because John Williams wrote all the music, and it's Star Wars, right? But with a completely different style of music, and it changes like the entire like motif, if you will, of every scene.
It's like the example of let's say a man walking with a trench coat down a busy city road.
Yeah.
You know, if there's jazz music playing in the background, it's much more uplifting scene.
Right.
Whereas if there's like, you know, kind of screechy noises and more or less horror, like that genre of sound, then you're more or less inclined to think that that's a negative person, when realistically it's got no effect on the plot.
Exactly.
What's going on. It is just affecting your emotions.
Right.
Which I think is really interesting.
And honestly, I don't think it goes. That's why I was saying I think it's the other way.
Yeah.
I don't think you could do that with like videos.
Well, you finish your thought. I didn't mean to cut you out there.
The videos, I think, or at least for humans, like visual things are more.
This is a horrible matchup for you, by the way.
Yeah, it is. They're easier to understand, I guess. You don't have to like sit and think about them. You kind of look at visual things on a surface level, unless you're specifically looking for deeper meaning.
Yeah.
Where music, you kind of have to. You're forced to, so you're gonna continue.
And I also feel like a lot of genres of music are just thrown away because of the genre they're in. Like a lot of people just go, "Oh, I listen to everything but country." I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Or I listen to everything but rap.
Yeah.
Why would you throw away a whole genre?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
Mm-mm.
Like I could, like for example, I'm not a huge fan of Drake. Okay. Will I not listen to a new Drake album just because it's from Drake? No, I'll give it a listen.
Yeah.
I think making that choice to just completely disregard an entire genre is pretty ignorant, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, just give it a try. And I feel like that extends further as well to video game music or movie OSTs.
Yeah.
Like, some of my favorite music is from video games. I mean, Smash Bros. Is the biggest collection of music in a video game.
Yeah.
Which I think is incredible. And I know a lot of, like, middle-aged people are fans of rap that just don't listen to video game OSTs because they're attached to video games.
Right.
Same with movies.
You don't like the stigma of saying, I listen to video game music. Well, that's, like,
I get that.
hindering your...
I'm not going to go in public and say I listen to anime OSTs.
I would. I think if you don't say it, then I'm going to pull the you're not cultured card. Because that, like, no offense, but you're not. If you refuse to do something because of a stigma, even though it wouldn't directly harm you, you are limiting yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
You guys should start doing the things you want rather than what people say.
Yeah. I mean, if I only went off of social stigma and I never followed what I actually wanted to do in life, I'd be miserable.
Yeah.
You know? And
Holy
also,
shit,
there's things like volleyball, which...
Yeah, we both play volleyball.
It's like, that's not a particularly masculine sport. No offense to the volleyball players. But it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if...
We both play volleyball, by the way.
Yeah.
Or
like when I did marching bands. Like, that's fairly... There's a stereotype regarding that, right? And I'm not saying whether the stereotype's wrong or right, but I just think that shouldn't limit... That shouldn't stop you from trying.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like that's for a lot of things. Yo, nice.
Thank you.
Fuck! That was crazy.
Yee! I'm getting close.
Yeah.
I'm getting real close.
But, yeah.
Fuck.
I think generally people just need to limit social stigma's presence in their day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
Because imagine how much happier we'd all be if we just did what we wanted to, instead of worrying about how other people would interpret us for it.
That's the message for today's video. Be
It
yourself.
That's the end of today's video. Be yourself.
I hope
Yo,
you guys
this was
made
like...
this for.
This started out sort of edgy with like the jokes we were telling, and then it just turned into like a little wholesome episode. This is the wholesome Loogie episode.
Yep.
See you
Come
guys
back next time for the raunchy sex joke episode.
Amen.